Welcome to Australia, also known as Land Down Under. From the iconic Sydney Opera House to the wild outback, Australia offers unforgettable experience for every traveller. Explore breathtaking natural wonders like the Great Barrier Reef, Uluru and the rainforest. Dive into vibrant cities like Melbourne, Sydney and Brisbane. Meet friendly locals, cuddle a koala and enjoy world-class beaches, unique wildlife and rich Aboriginal culture. Whether you're planning your next vacation or just dreaming of adventure, this video will inspire you to make Australia your next destination. Unlike other places, Australia is a huge country as well as continent, so you need to be well prepared and plan yourself better because you will have lot to explore and lot to travel around Australia. But don't worry, as I will provide complete details including visa process, geography, where to stay, how to book activities, what kind of activities you need to explore and which cities you need to explore, local travel, domestic transfer, everything I will be covering in this video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more amazing travel content. I have explained a detailed budget summary and the visa process at the end of the video, but to start with, let's understand the geography because it is the first step to start your travel. First things first, from India, Australia is very far and you will have to take a transit in between. I believe Singapore is the best option, and once you reach Australia, be clear on which part of Australia you want to visit. For example, you have Western Australia, you have Northern Australia, you have South Australia, you have Queensland and you have New South Wales. In generic, people don't usually prefer Northern Territory because you don't have much, and South Australia as well, but you have an option for Adelaide, but it's not a much of a major destination compared to other destinations. And you have Western Australia where Perth is the capital, but again not much of the options. So if you actually see, you must plan for Queensland because it's required, and you also have to plan for New South Wales because Sydney and Melbourne is there. So Brisbane is the place where you can keep as a center because it has options to go to Cairns all the way and also down Sydney. Cairns is a beautiful destination and it has two major attractions which you should visit. One is the Kuranda rainforest and it has options of two ways, one by cable car and the other one by railway. And you also go to Coral Sea where you have a Great Barrier Reef, which is a world's famous one. You should try that. Then once you're back, again come back to Brisbane. Brisbane should be your center so that you have options. You have Gold Coast, which is 1 hour from Brisbane, which is a must place to see because you have all the adventure activities and water activities. All the amusement parks are in Gold Coast, so that's a must place. So Brisbane, keep it as center so that you can cover Cairns and Gold Coast. And from Brisbane, you can go back to Sydney by flight, and it's not very nearby as it looks. It's very far, so you have to take a flight journey, which is better. And from Sydney, you again have other places, and then go to Melbourne again by flight. You have no options. I mean, train is there, but it's very rare. So, but flight is the best option. From Melbourne, you need to take this route, and you have to rent a car and drive. It's one of the world's famous ocean ride. It's called Great Ocean Drive. You can go all the way from Melbourne to. I mean, it's never ending. So you can pick and choose till which place you need to go, and then come back. So it's up to you. You can play around, and you have multiple options to stop in between. So it's definitely a road to try, and you should have your own vehicle. Instead of taking a day tours, it's better if you drive. It will be a really good option. And the 12 apostles, it's called. You get all these in this direction, and you also have Hobart, which is a separate island, but don't worry much on that. And when you go to Australia, please plan for New Zealand as well because it's not very far from Australia. This is how it looks, the complete Australia map. Usually everything is in the coastal area, and in between it's all desert. So you have to plan things like that. Alright, it's time to fly now. We started from Bangalore and via Singapore we reached to Brisbane directly and met our family there. We started from Brisbane to Sydney by flight, and once you reach Sydney you don't need to buy any local travel card because you can use your credit card for tap in and tap out. It's very easy. Okay, let us understand the activities to do. Open Get Your Guide website. Click for Sydney and search for it. You will get a lot of activities as usual, but I will cover only important activities which you must do it. Just ignore all these things and straight away go to the top and search for Opera House. Yeah, you see the Opera House guided tour. That's a very must activity. It's beautiful. You should not miss this. You have a complete guided tour. You can get into their website and book the activity as per your comfort or the convenient time, and then go back, and I suggest you search for Sydney Tower Eye. This is one more important activity you need to do it. You have the general observatory deck, but I don't suggest that. I suggest the other one where you can do the skywalk, the one below which you see, skywalk at the Sydney Tower Eye. This is very good because you will be able to walk on the glass bridge, which is over around 250 meters and above. It is a really good experience. So you can see complete Sydney from top of this Tower Eye building. Yeah, it's 268 meters above the city of Sydney, and it's really good. You can do this. The main thing is the Blue Mountains. You cannot miss this. It's must. Just click on that. You have a lot of activities in Blue Mountains, but you can take this adventure one because you will be able to cover scenic world, zoo, koala photo, and also the boat ride at the end of the trip, so that you will be able to cover the Harbour Bridge tour as well. And the good thing is you have the world's steepest funicular railway. You cannot miss this because it's the world's steepest. And you can actually, while going, you can go by cable car, and then you can again get down by cable car and come back reverse by train, or it's vice versa. You can do anything however you want. So this is how the activities looks, and rest all whale watching and all you can skip. Now it's time to watch the real experience. Day one we went to Opera House tour, and it will take 2 to 3 hours. After that, Sydney Harbour Bridge, which is next to the Opera House tour, so it's good to see both together. And then we went to Tower Eye, and it took at least 3 to 4 hours, and it's really good to get into this glass bridge. Day two is all about Blue Mountains and Seven Sisters, and it's a complete day activity. To start with, you will take the huge cable car from one side of the mountain to the other side, and it's a glass bottom bridge. After reaching the other side of the mountain, you have two options to go down. Either you can go by the world's steepest railway, which is a funicular train, or by cable car, which actually gets into a declined way. So, and it's vice versa. In my case, I went by cable car down, and then in the return, I came by train. That was an amazing journey. Now it's time to go to Melbourne by flight. It's a 2 hour journey. And once you reach Melbourne, I suggest you buy the local travel card, which you cannot buy it online. So you better search for a retail store where you can buy this particular card. This Mikey Smart card, you would be able to do any local travel, including trams, buses, and trains. But I suggest you rent a car in Melbourne because you definitely need to do Great Ocean Drive. If you are renting a car, then you don't need this. And now, once you get on at the airport, you can rent the car. Search for Discover Cars. Get into their website. You can just search for the city, Melbourne Airport. You can put the dates whenever you want. You can just rent the car for 2 days. You get multiple options, and it will show everything, what $10 included, what all are not included, unlimited mileage. But I have taken the luxury car, which is a BMW Audi model. It's up to you which car you want to choose, so there is no restriction. And it's a but the renting car is must. You cannot skip that because you have to drive Great Ocean Drive instead of taking a day activity. So for example, search any vehicle like Tesla. Here you will get everything. You will be able to see all the options available, and ensure you take the coverage as well, otherwise it will be a problem. Don't take risk without taking a coverage. and you can see if you want additional driver or any booster seat and all, and you can make the payment and provide all the details. Now there's one more activity which is must, so search for MCG tour, directly get into their MCG website, MCG tours. It's basically Melbourne cricket ground tour, which they will take you for around 2 hours. The reason why it is special, because you would be able to see the actual original photo of Sachin and Bradman, which is available only in 3 places in the world. One is in the stadium, the other one is in Sachin's home, and another one is in Bradman's home. So you only have option in MCG tour to see that photo. Just search for it and book the activity. Now let's understand the budget summary, which is very important. And unlike other countries, Australia is huge and it will not be that easy and less expensive like how you go to Dubai or Malaysia, Singapore. So coming to flight ticket itself, India to Australia, if you plan well in advance, it will cost approximately 80k up and down from any capital city to any capital city in Australia. And visa I have just explained. And visa, it is an online option. It will cost around 15,000 if you go through a partner. Otherwise, you can get it down to 11,500. Accommodation I've just vaguely given 1 lakh because it's all about which destinations you want to go, whether you want to limit yourself to Brisbane and Cairns or you want to go to Sydney or even Melbourne. So it's all about how you want, but max to max I don't think so it will cost beyond 1 lakh. Food as well, it will be 50,000, but again it's a estimate number, not the actual number, so it's up to you. And activities I have put 2,53,000, which is a must, which includes all the activities in Cairns, Brisbane, Gold Coast and Sydney, Melbourne. So considering all the things, including the rented vehicle and diesel, petrol, everything together, I don't think so it will cost beyond 2,53,000. So, but again it's an estimate. If you want to buy an Audi and drive Great Ocean Drive, so it will be tough. So that's how it looks, and SIM around 2,000. So overall 5 lakhs is what it will cost for sure for Australia, and it's huge. It's not a small country, so you need to be well clear on that. And charger, it's type I, which is basically 3 pins, but the other pin is grounded. It is having no connectivity. And when it comes to currency, it's Australian dollars. Payment mode, card payments accepted everywhere. Don't worry about the physical cash. Activities, always book in advance. Local transfers, book instantly. You have all the cabs. You can use Ola, Uber and all. And otherwise you have major cities, you have metro and trams, and you have buses and water taxis in some places. So you can play around. It's not a big deal. When I explain city by city, I will explain you the local transport as well. Thank you. Let's understand the visa process. As usual, go to Atlas from your website, search for Australia. You can see the guidelines. Directly you can click on the application. mine is already there, but I'll just show you the start over so that you understand. So whether you're single or married, whatever it is, you can apply for, and then you're a student or a working employee. Unlike the other countries, Australia visa is little critical because you may have to provide a lot of documents, but the getting visa is very easy. So you should have these documents in handy: passport, Aadhaar, your payslips, your income tax statements, bank statements, and the invoice from your company that they have no objection. It's more like a leave letter that you go and come back. So these are required. These are all the step-by-step process. Your photo, you can just click on continue, or you can retake. Similarly, the passport, mine is already there, so I'm just click on continue. Otherwise, you may have to retake. When it comes to Aadhaar, you again need to upload the Aadhaar. You have multiple options you can do via OTP or directly e-upload, or if you have photo, directly you can do too, which I'm doing it. To upload the files, payslips. Remember, you cannot attach a file which is password protected. It will not take. For example, I've attached the password protected. Just click on continue. It will show an error. So you cannot attach a password protected file. It has to be not protected through password. So you have to attach the actual payslip, 3 months payslip or 6 months. It's better you attach more payslips. Click on continue, and then you need to attach your ITR, Form 16, income tax, everything for the last 3 years, and click on continue. Invoice as well you will have to attach, and that's it. It will show you everything. You need to click on continue or verify. If you want co-traveler, you can, otherwise click no. Who is paying? You have to click for pay yourself. If you're getting sponsored, then there's a different process, so don't get into that. Ideally, they have to give all the supporting documents for you that they will take care of your sponsorship, where their payslip, their company, their house details, everything. So it's better to sponsor yourself. And if you want insurance, you do it your own. If you have any reference, you can do it. Otherwise, you can just click on the ignore button. Yeah, 11,500 is the visa cost, but 4,130 is the extra cost which you have to pay through at least. If you have money, you can pay it. Otherwise, I have a separate dedicated video how to apply for visa in the immigration website of Australia. So that's where you don't need to pay the extra 4,000. Please watch that separate video.